this opportunity I also want to take to hear from a horse's mouth about architecture, especially for the incoming students, right? See, as you said that in your time also architecture was not that great, but if you see even today, right, students in tier 1 cities may have very clear understanding that what is architecture or how to build and what to do, but still a student in tier 2 and tier 3 cities, because the students I have interacted with, most of them come from the family background. Correct. My father is in construction, or my father is a builder, or my father works in some project, or my father myself is architect, or somebody is in family in architecture who has done very good for them, and that is why I want to do. But beyond that, for a common student, the understanding is limited. Right? So how would you make a student understand, starting from their journey, especially from class 9, 10, 11, 12, to how they come to college, what happens in 5 years, and how they build a career?
See, you rightly said architecture is still now that awareness is not.
Yes.
Many people, they think this is an option. Okay. I felt this is, I think, in many of the platforms I mentioned about this. Somewhere I feel our educational institution, there are some flaws.
Yes.
Like, for example, till 10th standard, the objective of the student and then the parent is to score high marks.
Very
Okay.
true.
And there are many subjects. The subjects like maths, chemistry, physics are given more importance. Definitely that is required. But apart from that, skill-based subjects are least important.
Right.
The more you go towards 10th standard, 12th standard, those will get, nullified and, those will get diluted and all that. But somewhere the skill-based learning is not there.
Right.
So I have seen even whenever I meet many people and all that, end of the day, though you end up with doing your own, maybe your the program is not your
Right.
choice, but
Right.
maybe after some certain years, you will end up with your hobby and your skill.
Right.
This
Right.
even now our generation also have
Yes.
seen. So what is important is to understand the skill of a particular student, what he is good in.
Right.
Even now, if I ask some of the students, like, what you are good in, it's very difficult to know that.
Yes.
So if we understand that, then it's very easy to understand
Right.
that, okay, now these are the disciplines is good for this. Unfortunately, now what is happening is, if you are good in high score, you go to CS, you go to AC, you go to, so that hierarchy has become
Right.
based on your score, which I feel somewhere, and also there is a very small window to choose these programs, and just imagine these programs is your career oriented. Correct. So in that case, it's always better to learn more about your skills and then choose the program.
I
So,
think
yeah.
the skill thing that you have said is very, very right. Because one more thing happens. Student always look at others
Yes.
and make their choices
Yes.
based on
Yes.
this.
Yes.
Earlier, it was limited to physical.
Correct.
Physically, they are seeing 20 people.
Yeah.
But today, because of social media, they are seeing
Correct.
1,000.
Yes.
And then it is becoming even more pressure.
Yes.
So rather than going deeper inside them, they're just exploring outside everyone else.
Yeah. That is it. So even in lot of movies and lot of these things, architecture as a profession is shown very less. Just
Right,
to show,
right.
like
Yes,
for example, you see any of the movies, who will be a doctor, the
I
actor
was
or
also
the actress.
thinking which movie had shown
As an architect, very one or two, very few movies where the profession as an architect, architect has shown.
Right.
So I think doctors are shown more than businessman, than engineer as a common.
Right.
So I think somewhere those exposure should be there, and yeah, definitely architect is always considered to be for us an elite people, but at the same time the profession is extended to a lot of even common people also.
Correct.
So lot of awareness is required right from the day one.
Correct.
Definitely it will.
So suppose if I say in a general term, right? Because what happens is the students connect themselves to the outcome. They don't know the process, but they know the outcome. Like this is what I'm supposed to become.
Yes.
And then the journey becomes easy for them.
Yes.
So for example, suppose I take architecture. I study for 5 years. What am I supposed to become? What I will become?
Yeah. If the same question, if you ask me 20 years back, I will tell only architect.
Right.
No.
Yes.
But now there are a lot of options available. Now, as I think I personally believe in after learning for 5 years, don't think that I have done the degree in
Right.
these things.
Right.
What is more important, what you have learned, and you're good in what skills. And nowadays there are a lot of options, especially architecture gives you a lot of options.
Where you can implement
Implement
your
it.
knowledge.
Yes. Like for example, as a 5-year course,
Huh.
you are learning photography, allied skill science,
Right.
learning photography, social connect,
Mm.
okay, and you're learning history,
Mm.
you're learning climatology,
Mm.
you're learning human settlement,
Mm.
psychology, land economics,
Mm.
lot of things you're learning
Right.
apart from the core architecture.
Correct.
So you have lot of options which are available as of now,
Right.
and you will enjoy. Definitely you will enjoy because the profession is more of a people oriented.
Yes.
You are
True.
meeting people. Definitely you
True.
cannot sit at home and then you can do
Right.
it.
Right.
So,
So, like, what are the common work profile would be?
Mm.
So, suppose I am going to become a town planner, for
Mm,
example, I said,
mm,
or I'll be designing some buildings, or I'll be doing interiors. What else I'll be doing?
See, first thing is the core thing is you become you will become an architect,
Right.
dealing with lot of buildings
Right.
which are small scale, large scale, public, private, residential. That is the main core.
Mm.
Apart from that, you can become a landscape architect.
Right.
Once you make a master's in landscape architecture,
Mm.
you can deal with completely with the landscape.
Right.
Most of the higher end project need building as well as integrated into the landscape. That is the one. You can become even historian because you study a lot about history. So you can also become an
All
historian.
the influences are coming from
Yes,
history
yes,
only. Right?
yes,
Today, what we are
yes.
building is coming from history.
Yes. So those all things, even if you are aligned to little bit about the temple architecture, little bit about the vastu, little bit about the iconography, you can take your journey over there.
Right. Right.
Journalism is a one thing. Public speaking, because architecture is not like you're writing something. If you see the curriculum, you write only 2 exams at the end of each semester, 2 or 3, but more of a explaining your ideas and all that. Then you have a art, history, architecture, then photography. I mentioned UI UX. You can go, which is a where design
tech
skills
side of-
are.
Right.
Design skills are. Interior design is one more option. Town planner, as you rightly said, is another option.
Right.
And construction project management is there.
Right.
That is there. And you can be a traveler
You
also.
can capture everything.
That's
What
it.
everyone
So,
else is building.
yes,
Somebody
yes,
has to showcase
Yes,
that.
yes. So even the event manager, because you're a good. Even recently, I heard architects are hired in a lot of IT companies
Okay.
as a strategy consultant
Okay.
in terms of organizing the things, and
right.
because they are good planners, is what. So this is a very even I was surprised.
Right,
Yeah, this is also which we never.
So there can be a lot of blended career
Lot of
options.
blended
Right.
careers.
It can blend with technology.
Yes, it's
And I think you have rightly said
Mm.
it's interesting. Okay. So I do architecture.
Mm.
I can blend with journalism.
Yes,
I can cover the
definitely.
stories.
Yes, yes.
Right. Similarly, I can blend with technology.
Yeah, yeah.
UI, UX,
Yeah,
lot of
yeah,
technology
yeah,
based roles.
Yeah.
So I
yeah,
think
yeah.
it's unlimited.
Yes. In fact, 3 more very important professions which our students are still lacking in understanding that architecture do MBA
Huh.
is one of the best combination.
And then you will lead.
Yes, because it's
in
an
organization.
entrepreneurship.
Correct,
See,
yes.
end of the day, after doing architecture, I will be, initial stage, I myself, I'll be drawing and then giving all the drawings. But end of the day, you're handling your office. Okay, so you're an entrepreneur, you're running, you're running a business.
Right.
Okay, so MBA is a very good combination. I'm happy to share that couple of our alumni have studied MBA from IIMs,
Oh.
and now they are very good in the market.
Okay.
That's a one good combination. Second one is architecture and law profession. Is also very good because lot of times you deal with the land, lot of related with the disputes and arbitration. So lot of these scopes are already there.
Right.
So it is very important to understand the constitution, law, and all those things are also important if at all you're interested. Third very important thing is become an IAS officer. So very few architects.
IAS officer.
Yes.
Never heard of this
administrative
combination,
services.
right?
Yes. The reason behind is an IAS officer deal with a city,
Right.
with an overall.
And you have the whole understanding.
Yes.
Wow.
So the students learn history, students learn economics, land economics,
Right.
students deal with the human settlement, climatology, building sector, and a road and infrastructure to the smaller extent planning. So what else you require?
Wow.
So that's amazing. Yeah. So as an architectural school, we have a BMS Academy. I think lot of
Correct.
people are aware of it.
Right.
So as a school, we are giving that platform also, and we are giving lot of this awareness because many students they don't think this as an
True, because
option.
if you go for administrative services,
Yes, yes.
everything about administration,
Yes.
you will anyways learn,
Yes.
and you have all the background understanding of entire city,
Yes.
and it becomes a perfect combination.
Yes. In fact, this is the best combination, I should say, if they
Correct.
really think about
Correct,
this.
correct, correct.
Yeah.
So one more thing I wanted to understand is every year what happens, but before that I got a very interesting question to ask, and I don't want to forget that.
Yeah.
What happens is, what I am seeing is, if you see the architecture of 100, 200, 300, 400 years, the far you go, the more beautiful it is.
Yes, yes, definitely.
And the closer we are coming,
Mhm.
the ugly it is.
Yeah.
I'll not say ugly, but I'll say
Correct.
more of similar.
Yes.
Right. Same is with colors.
Mhm.
So see, we had beautiful contrast,
Yes.
and now it's all grey, black.
Yeah,
white.
yeah.
Why this shift is happening? Why I'm asking one more thing is because today you have professional courses. That time they were not coming from architect college.
Yes, yes.
Right. I think they would be the real people
Yes.
having worked
Yeah.
on ground
Yeah.
and then building something.
Yes.
So what is happening?
The reason is in earlier days, the culture
Hmm.
and the tradition
Huh.
and the practice, everything was integrated.
Right. It's one
Okay.
and same thing.
Yes. If you see the Rajasthan, you see that the everything is blended together
Correct.
in the built form.
Right.
But now, yes, definitely it is a challenge to, and again the culture is now completely diverse. But if you see the Delhi, the New Delhi part, you see city as a whole,
Right.
it has its own identity.
Yes.
We had a couple of beautiful policies, in fact, very important policies, which used to follow this guidelines. You know,
Okay.
like every city has its own identity.
Right.
Like if you say, ha,
Yeah.
like I think somewhere down the line, every city has to work on these lines
Right.
where you say, okay, now the Bangalore has its identity, and then you follow that in some of the things. So if you integrate that, definitely what you are saying is maybe like, definitely it will go off.
Correct.
And like Mangalore has its own rich, different culture.
Yes.
So sloping roof, and then those extended thing and all that. So that is where it can be integrated. Somewhere down the line that has to be done. In that, otherwise again modernization it has taken away. But you even now, if you see any of the European countries, that identity still you can see that that
it
is
is
followed. Yeah,
Correct,
it is
correct.
intact. It
And
is
also, I was feeling that earlier people had time.
yes.
Today is like sab kuch jaldi wala. But earlier they had time and they were building in 20
Yes,
years,
yes,
30
yes,
years, 40 years.
Yes.
It's a lifetime for somebody to build something.
Yes.
But I was always intrigued to know because what happens is, suppose you are building on stones, one wrong chisel and everything shifts.
Correct. Yeah.
Where was this knowledge coming from? What was the learning mechanism that time?
See, every time there was in fact, if you say our Vedas and all that, it is everything is integrated.
Yes.
Correct. So knowledge was there, technology was even that time it was there, but tools were
The
different.
format was different.
Tools were different.
Tools were different.
Tools were different.
Okay.
That's the only now. Even now also we have a technology. We have everything. We have
Right.
even now you see the Ayodhya Ram Mandir they
Yes.
constructed.
Yes.
So you can say now even now it is possible, but human interventions may be little bit less,
Right.
but more of a technology. That is still possible.
Because I have always been fascinated with all of this. I went to this Belur temple
Yeah.
and all the idols that you see.
Correct.
Magic.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Imagine every single detail is so perfected
Yes.
that even in so many years it's standing.
Yeah.
Right.
Correct.
Or recently we found out about the Kailasa temple in Maharashtra.
Yeah.
They have made it upside down.
Upside down. Yeah. Correct.
Digging the entire mountain
Yeah.
to build a temple.
But technology has now advanced.
Right.
It's not that it is impossible
Right.
even now, but use of technology. That's what recently I went to Ayodhya. First time I wanted to see like
Right.
how exactly this marvelous temple has been constructed.
uh.
And luckily I met a couple of people over there. So he said, and I was more interested to know like how this thing is still possible
Correct.
because of that carving and all that.
Right.
It's a very intricate carving and all that. So they said few things is done by the human being and then some things are done by the lakes and all
Right.
that the technology is. So it's there. Even now, it is not that impossible thing, but it's still possible in a combination.
Everything. And I don't know about the exact details, but I heard that even they have worked so much on foundation
Yeah.
that it will sustain for thousands of years.
Yes. And a lot of nowadays simulation tools are there. High-end testing machines are
Right.
there. So it is still possible. I think it is still possible. But only thing is, yes, style has changed.
Right.
Modern things have now you can see. Now you can see the Bangalore airport also. Like though we don't.
Beautiful.
So we don't compare those things to the traditional thing, but
Yes.
the still structures are there.
And how much sustainability?
Yeah. So
In
it's
Bangalore
possible.
airport, I was studying the entire model, and I saw that how much sustainability is built and everything.
Yeah.
So that's a beautiful.
Yeah.
In fact, one more thing with Bangalore airport, what India has done is showing its capacity on international standard.
Yeah. Correct.
Right.
Yes.
And I think it's a beautiful way. Building a airport is a beautiful way
Yes.
of telling the world.
Yeah.
Because suppose, for example, I have built the same building in Bangalore. How many people would come?
Correct.
But airport, everyone has to come.
Yes. And international flow.
International.
Yeah.
So you cannot escape.
Yes.
So airports are the
Yeah.
best way to showcase
Yes.
whatever advancement we have. Also tell us about the history of architecture. How exactly it started? When did it come from?
See, it's very important to learn history of
Yes.
architecture in architecture.
I personally believe in every subject.
Yes. But why it is required is to understand the influence and
Yes.
all that. And we are very lucky to learn history of architecture in detail.
Right.
In fact, if you see the syllabus of architecture, any of the architecture school,
Right.
they start from the older civilization. Even from Harappa civilization, they learn in Indian architecture, I'm saying. Even they study Buddhist, then Islamic, they study with the Islamic influences and all that. Even in southern also, the Pandya time,
Right.
Chola,
Yes.
and till Mughal and all, everything they study. It's not only in the India, even in the Western civilization, they study
Chettiars.
Chettiar.
Chettiars, beautiful houses
yeah.
they have built.
But unfortunately, in architectural education, we don't cover much about the vernacular.
Right.
It has become more of a standardization.
And I think as a country, that's a
Yes.
richness. That we have so
But,
much of vernacular availability.
Yes, but at the same time, there are a lot of competitions. Intac is doing good, where they are asking for a lot of documentation and all that. So where our students are given an exposure to study these. In fact, our school last time they went to Chettinad, they have documented that entire thing and submitted to Intac. I myself have taken a couple of research projects and working with Notre Dame University on the vernacular houses of India. So those things are there. There are a couple of other platforms through which we are learning, we are documenting these vernacular houses.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So then, since you have done all the research, tell us about the most beautiful housing architectures that you have seen or researched upon.
See, my main domain, I'm always interested to understand the vernacular houses, learning from the vernacular, and then maybe you can modify that to the current context and learning from that. I'll give you my example. When I was in Bangalore, the place called as Kodiyal Guttu.
Okay.
I didn't understood the importance or the significance of that unless and until I started the research on those things.
Yeah.
Then I understood, okay, Kodiyal Guttu is the name of the place, and where you have a Guttu house.
Okay.
So everybody is aware of Kantara movie.
Yes. Now everyone got to know.
So you must have seen in one or two movies, in Kannada movies also, they have showed these traditional
houses.
Guttu houses.
Okay, that's called.
So the Guttu houses is a landlord houses.
Right.
So that also create,
Oh, the bigger bungalow that shows landlord's house.
Yes, landlord house.
Okay.
So that is how my research journey started to understanding this.
Okay.
And then expanded that work to again recently we went to, not recently, last year we went to Nagar in Himachal.
Nagar.
So, Nagar or Nagar, I guess, near Kulu Manali.
Yes.
So you have a Katkuni housing style over there. So that is how I'm just learning those things, and then we will understand what is the learning from that, and then see. In fact, when I studied these houses, they are more than even 1,000-year-old.
Right.
Then we thought, okay, now let us understand the technology of it. Like in the term, what is a composition? Like a reverse engineer.
Correct.
So that still the research is yet to do, but a lot of houses documented and all that. So there is a good chance of having a lot of learning from these houses.
Something interesting to add on here. I have spent significant time of my life in Bhopal.
Mm.
And in Bhopal, they have made a museum, Indira Gandhi Manav Sangrahalaya.
Yeah.
Or it's called Indira Gandhi Museum of Human Settlements.
Okay.
So that is one museum. I
Yeah.
think that's one of the kind in India where you see the real houses
Yeah.
from every place of
Yes.
India.
Yes. I think I've seen that.
It's,
Yeah, last year.
now I remember because I think 15 years or 10 years back when I went there, I had no clue that I will connect to some internet today with the memories. So I found all the houses, and I think they have more than 200 varieties of houses, and that's called Human Settlement.
Correct.
Museum of Human Settlement.
Correct. I think I've seen that. Very interestingly, they have
Very
done it.
interesting.
And a lot of traditional houses.
Yes.
Even in Chennai, there is a one more Dakshin Chitra.
Huh.
You will find lot of some museum of settlement kind of a thing where lot of houses have been displayed.
Right.
Even in Mangalore, we have one more which is completely of these traditional houses of
Right.
Karnataka.
Correct. Right. So what is happening is right now is that today we are living in the one size fit all situation, right? Everyone from north to south is eating pizza.
Yeah.
Everyone from north to south is using AC. But the traditional houses were built based on the requirement of the land, right? So some places will need lot of cooling,
Yes.
other places will need heating,
Yes.
something,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And so what were the most beautiful housing structures that you have experienced or
In fact, every state has beautiful these houses. In fact, my dream is to study all those things.
Okay.
One is the Guttu house, which I have explained. Even Maharashtra, there are Vadas, which are there.
Right.
And so it's very difficult to say that this is the
This
best.
is the best.
But because these houses reflect their culture, their
Right.
tradition, their environment, their material, more sustainable
Right.
thing and all that. So I think every place has its own. In fact, a lot of things I need to even still explore
Correct.
the traditional houses of that place.
Right. What happened is,
Mm.
so as a kid, when I went to this Manav Sangrahalaya, and as a kid, our understanding is limited and we're biased also.
Yes.
So I was seeing this brick and mortar houses, and then I was seeing the wooden houses, Pahari wooden houses. And my child mind is thinking, oh, these guys were poor and they could not build without realizing the environment of the places.
Correct.
And then I went to all the places in real to understand the environment and the need that you are in a calamity prone area. Even if you build brick and mortar, that's dangerous for you.
Yes.
So that is also one experience.
Yeah.
Now I remember that experiencing the place shifts your perspective.
Yes. And understanding, implementing the present needs,
Right.
but learning from the old traditional houses is very
Correct.
important.
Correct.